Imagine waking up with no alarm, no boss, no HOA breathing down your neck about your non-regulation mailbox. You walk outside barefoot, coffee in hand, and you realize you live in a place where you don't pay income tax, don't need a permit to build a chicken palace, and your neighbor is legally allowed to drive a lawnmower down the highway. Welcome to Freedomville, USA. Population you, and a suspiciously patriotic raccoon. Today, we're counting down the top 5 states where freedom isn't just an idea, it's a way of life. No taxes, check. No permits, double check. Nobody asking you to separate your recycling? Absolutely. But before you start packing your bags, buying land and naming your future bunker Liberty Base 1, hold up, because there's a catch. Yeah, these places might be tax-free, but they also come with some wild side effects. We're talking biblical weather, snow that swallows driveways, and neighbors with very strong opinions about Bigfoot. Stick around till the end, because we're going to break down the one freedom tax nobody talks about. And trust me, it's not on any government form. Before we dive in, hit that like button. Not because I asked nicely, but because deep down, you've dreamed of vanishing into the woods with no paperwork and a grill built from spare parts. And while you're at it, subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Because this channel is your ticket to living tax-free, law-light, and just a little off the rails. Algorithms hate it. You'll love it. So, how do you escape taxes, permits, and endless questions about your rainwater system? The answer, my friend, is Texas. Big, loud, unapologetic. Texas doesn't just say freedom, it yells it from the back of a lifted truck flying 3 American flags. You want to build a shed the size of a small country? Go for it. Start a business in your garage selling homemade salsa and ammo? No one's stopping you. Your neighbor's probably doing the same thing. And the taxes, or should I say, the lack of them. Texas looked at income tax and said, not here. You earn it, you keep it. Just don't spend it all at Whataburger and rodeos. But with great freedom comes Texas weather. 1 minute it's sunny and you're grilling ribs. Next minute, a tornado's tossing your trampoline into Oklahoma. And winter? Random. It might snow once just to remind you that Texas does what it wants, when it wants. Everything's bigger here. The bugs, the roads, the pride. People are friendly, sure, but they're also armed, proud, and capable of fixing a flat tire, smoking a brisket, and chasing off a bobcat before breakfast. Zoning laws? Optional. Building codes? Interpretive? Permits? If you ask for one, someone might laugh. You can live on land so wide and empty, your nearest neighbor is a coyote. Some towns don't even have a mayor. Just a guy named Rick who owns the feed store and knows everyone's business. If you want space, privacy, and no one telling you what to do, Texas rolls out the red carpet. Just remember, you're signing up for hurricanes, fire ants, and high school football taken more seriously than national elections. That's Texas. Beautiful, wild, and proudly unhinged. But if you think that's wild, hold your beer. Because Florida just strutted in wearing flip-flops and sunglasses at night, holding a pet snake named Liberty, and said, "You call that freedom? That's cute." Florida isn't just a state, it's a fever dream with palm trees. No income tax? Done. Want to live in a pink trailer beside a millionaire's yacht while raising chickens and selling gator jerky from your driveway? Florida won't just allow it, it'll probably make you mayor. Rules? Barely. Permits? Sometimes. Zoning laws? Florida says, we'll figure it out later. You can live in a swamp with an airboat as your daily driver, and no one will blink. Someone might even stop to ask for directions. Florida has mastered the art of doing the absolute most while caring the absolute least. Start a business in your shed, build a tiki bar in your driveway, host a python wrestling contest in your backyard. As long as the music's not too loud, you're fine. And if it is too loud, the cops might ask to join the party. But Florida isn't for the weak. Nature here is constantly at war with humans. Gators on golf courses? Normal. Iguanas falling from trees when it's cold? Happens every year. And the mosquitoes? They're not insects. They're flying syringes. The weather? Bipolar with commitment issues. Sunny, storm, sunny again, then lightning out of nowhere. You're not living with nature. You're competing against it. And yet, people love it. Because under the chaos is real freedom. Nobody cares what you do as long as you're not messing with their boat schedule or brunch plans. Florida is where retirees, rebels, crypto bros, homesteaders, and conspiracy theorists all live in one gloriously chaotic ecosystem. And somehow, it works. Yes, the headlines are insane. Guy robs a Wendy's with an alligator. Woman fights a pelican. Someone cooking meth during a hurricane evacuation. It's madness, but it's honest madness. Florida doesn't judge you. It just hands you a margarita and says, "Welcome home." Now picture this. You're driving a back road, windows down, radio on, someone singing about whiskey and heartbreak. That's Tennessee. A state that doesn't just offer freedom, it marinates in it. No state income tax. You earn it, you keep it. Simple. People here don't talk about freedom, they live it. You'll pass 3 trucks, 2 goats, and a guy selling boiled peanuts from a tent made of tarp and good intentions. No permit, no problem, just vibes. Build a cabin, your neighbor will show up with a hammer and a cooler of light beer. Say, "Y'all hungry?" And congratulations, you've started a commune. Music runs through Tennessee's veins. Forget the fancy bars of Nashville. The real soul is on porches and backyards where guitars and laughter never stop. People here are kind but fiercely independent. They'll ask about your mama before your name, but try to take their land or change their sweet tea recipe and you've got polite war. The roads? A roller coaster. Flat 1 minute, vertical the next. The weather? Tornadoes, fog, ice. All in the same week. But that's the beauty of it. Tennessee doesn't try to be perfect. It's raw, real, and alive. No income tax, no city chaos, just porch space, pride, and maybe a mason jar of something strong enough to strip paint. Then there's Wyoming. You arrive, and it's just silence. No traffic, no Starbucks, no nonsense. Wyoming is freedom in its purest form. You can build a house out of shipping containers, a goat farm, or a fortress in the hills, and nobody will ever check. No state income tax, no micromanagement, just endless sky and wind strong enough to rip the sins off your soul. You can buy 40 acres for the price of a car, build a solar-powered dream, and never see another human if that's what you want. But freedom here has a cost. Isolation. Towns are few, gas stations rare. Sometimes the cashier is also the sheriff, the mayor, and your new neighbor. The people? Tougher than the weather. They can fix a fence, skin a deer, and survive -20 winters without blinking. They don't care about politics. They care if you can drive stick and respect boundaries. But remember, Amazon Prime might take 2 weeks, and the wind doesn't blow. It attacks. Your trash can? Probably in Nebraska by sunrise. Still, it's worth it. Because in Wyoming, silence is freedom. If you want to live on your terms, grow your own food, and name your chickens after old presidents, this is your place. So, we've seen them all. Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Wyoming, the promised lands of low taxes and high independence. But here's the truth. Every freedom comes with a price tag. Texas? Blazing heat, property taxes, and a power grid with mood swings. Florida? Chaos, humidity, and insurance companies that ghost you. Tennessee? High sales tax, potholes, and zoning laws based on vibes. Wyoming? Endless wind, brutal winters, and isolation that'll make you talk to prairie dogs. Freedom isn't free. It's traded for comfort, convenience, and a bit of sanity. But for those who crave it, it's worth every storm, bug bite, and mile of open land. So if you're ready to go off-grid, raise chickens, set up solar panels, and live somewhere your neighbors lend shovels instead of judgment. Because freedom is great, but affordable freedom? That's the real American dream.